Here is a 2011 Mazda 3. I'm gonna show you guys how we got this car here in the shop. It starts a few days ago, so let's rewind a little bit and I'll tell you the story.
So we made it here to the Mazda 3 and we're gonna check it out. It's pretty dirty. It's under this giant bean tree thing.
This car we actually acquired through family, but you can find deals like this on Facebook all the time. This car has 88,000 miles. It is in rough condition. It doesn't start or drive. It is pretty filthy on the interior and the exterior. So let's go ahead and start diagnosing it. We got a jump pack on this thing and see if we can get it started. Let's see if it's got enough battery power. This is a new battery from March 2025. You got the key?
Yeah,
it's got some juice.
It's got some juice.
Oh, that's good. All right, here we go for the first jump start. Coolant looks good. Should probably check the oil, but it ran fine. Nothing? Let's see. So we could not get the car started in the driveway, so we towed it over to the shop. We're gonna push it in and further diagnose this turd. And we are rolling. We picked up some help. Oh, we are moving. We are moving. Roll it back. Oh, thank you, bro. You're the best.
Thank you so much, brother.
I'm gonna support the channel.
I appreciate it. Thanks, bro.
Oh my God, we couldn't have done it without him.
Oh my God.
That guy was like 6'5", straight muscle. He just sees us pushing a car and he's like, yeah, you want help? I'm like, if you're asking.
That was no guy, that was an angel. That was an angel. So now that you guys are caught up to speed, huge shout out to that man that helped us to get this car up the drive and into the shop on the lift. He said his name was Devin, so shout out to you, bro. Let's go ahead and start diagnosing this thing. So as you saw, the battery had good voltage. The relay was clicking. So now that leads us to think that the starter or starter motor is faulty. So I want to diagnose that fully before we get into anything else on the vehicle. Bring it up and check it out. Get this under tray off and start looking under and see if we can locate the starter. That is an 8mm. Let's get to work. Should be able to see the starter up under here. There it is. Let's see what's wrong with it. So let's go ahead and get this last nut, just like that. There it is. That is our starter. That's the culprit of it not starting up. So at least that's what we think. I'll walk you guys through the diagnostic process. The car needs a lot of work, but as you get your car on the road and get it fixed up like this, you wanna make sure that all that work isn't in vain, and you wanna make sure that your vehicle is protected. That being said, Redtiger is hooking us up with their brand new F17 Elite dash cam to make sure our cars are protected. The Mazda doesn't run yet, but we're gonna be showcasing the dash cam on my Civic. So if you're serious about protecting your car, this dash cam is filled with a ton of new features. Plug it in and install it right here, just like this. This thing is actually the world's first full night vision in-cabin camera. Most dash cams are grainy and black and white, but this camera gives you clear in-color footage, even in total darkness. So as you can see, there is full night vision clarity and you can see everything that's going on in the car very easily. It is also rocking HD triple cameras with Sony Starvis 2 chips. You get a 4K front, 2.5K interior, and 1080p rear recording. And then thanks to their HDR, it captures license plates clearly, even in harsh light. The navigation on this thing is also really smooth with this upgraded touchscreen. You can also preview and play back your footage, front, rear, and even interior views. When it's time to grab your footage, use it for an accident, for social media, super easy. For some of the nerds, the specs are 5.8G Wi-Fi, 30 megabytes a second, which is 10 times faster than regular Wi-Fi, which basically just means that the files transferred to your phone super fast. Even in parking mode, as you can see, it sees everything. I'm here, license plate's here. Their black light night vision has a smart algorithm that records clear, true color scenes, even with barely any light, as you can see. So if you care about your safety, your family, your friends, your car, and you want a high quality HD dash cam, this is the one, the F17 Elite. Check it out, links in the description. It should come on out. There we go. That is our starter. That was not a bad job. Let's see if this thing is actually fried or not. We're gonna try to jump the starter and see if this gear pops out. And hopefully don't blow the house up, but I have the jump pack set up to the positive terminal, the black onto a ground. Jump these two connections just like this, touch it to that. When I turn the jump pack on, that should kick this thing out. So let's see if this does anything. This has enough battery. Okay, here we go. I think this should. Okay. You see it there, it's spinning, but it's not engaging. All right, well, step number 1, diagnosis. We figured out whatever we figured out and welded a couple pieces onto my screwdriver, but that's all right. Good start. All right, I'm gonna show you guys something very cool. We got the video camera here on ChatGPT. I wanted to make a video on how to use ChatGPT to diagnose car repairs, something similar like this, but I'll give you guys a sneak peek of what I've been using it for. ChatGPT, I'm recording a video on YouTube just so you know, but I know you can see what I'm looking at right here. So I'm trying to diagnose the starter out of a 2011 Mazda 3. So as you can see, they can see my camera here. So let me know what I should do. I just jumped to the terminal from here on the positive to negative and on the ground with the jump pack here with a screwdriver, and the starter motor did spin, but it wasn't engaging. I'm getting a no crank, no start right now on this Mazda 3, and that's where I'm at with the diagnosis. So what is going on with this thing?
It sounds like you're on the right track with your diagnosis. If the starter motor is spinning but not engaging the engine, it might mean the starter solenoid isn't pushing the starter gear out to engage the flywheel. That could be due to a faulty solenoid or a weak connection. It might be worth double checking the solenoid and the wiring to see if that solves the issue.
Okay, I'm gonna need more specific instruction here. So the battery has enough power. Why when I turn the key does this not spin at all? It spins when I jump it, but why doesn't it just spin when I turn the key?
If the starter spins when you jump it directly but doesn't when you turn the key, it could be an issue with the ignition switch, relay, or even the wiring between the ignition and the starter. You might want to check if the starter...
So as you just saw, ChatGPT helped me diagnose this starter, and it pretty much helped me figure out that this starter is no good. So we're gonna head on over and get a new one and get it installed. While we wait for the starter to come in, we ordered it on Amazon, only about $100. The interior is in pretty rough shape, so let's get this all cleaned up, vacuum it up, remove all this junk, and get it looking brand new.
Just got the interior all vacuumed up, got the mats in, vacuumed up, and it looks a million times better. You can see the front, and here's what the back looks like. I didn't get my detail spray in here just yet, but the trunk turned out awesome. We're gonna come back in here with some detail sprays and whatnot. It is a couple days later, and the new starter has arrived. That looks pretty much exactly the same to me, just brand spanking new. Oh yeah. So we're back on the head mount. Let's see if we can get this new starter in and get this Mazda started once and for all. Nice. Okay, new starter is in, ready to go, just like that. Looks nice and shiny and clean. Let's go ahead and check the oil real quick. Coolant's good. You wanna check oil when a car hasn't ran in a little while. Put that back in. And it looks perfect. Ready to go for the first start. Let's see if it starts up with no issues or if it needs a jump pack. If it wasn't the starter, it might be a neutral switch. I don't know. Let's pray for the best. Here we go. Oh boy, let's see if we have any power, at least. Ay, ay, ay. It did nothing.
So as you just saw, we got the new starter in, battery tested okay, and still nothing.
I don't know.
But just as I was losing hope, I did some more research and found out that a bad neutral safety switch could be an issue, so let's try something else. Quick reminder that the Acura RSX giveaway is still live. It ends very soon. Every $5 you spend is one entry. Grab a digital download or any of the detail products still in stock. Make sure to get entered. Link will be in the description.
Okay, another thing is to try to start it in neutral. That can be a good test for the neutral safety switch. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, it's cranking. Let's put a jump pack on it. Let's put a jump pack on it, people. Let's put a jump pack on it. Jump pack is on, here we go. Neutral, I think it's that stupid neutral safety switch. Here we go. Keys on, jump pack's on, in neutral, it's got enough jump. Here we go. Okay, it's cranking. It does not sound healthy whatsoever.
So now we are getting somewhere. It is cranking, so obviously that neutral safety switch is bad, but it's still not starting.
Okay. I think it needs a new battery. Ay. This thing is more of a pain in the butt than I thought it would be.
So next steps, let's try to rule out the battery. I'm gonna bring this over to the local auto parts store, get it charged and tested. They charged it up for me, brought it back, said it was good, so throwing it back into the car. Let's see if it starts now. We also threw in the new neutral safety switch, so it'll start and park.
Here goes. Why won't it start?
I think it needs some kind of help. Hang on. Next step, we're gonna try some starter fluid and see if it kicks over, but. At this point, we were losing steam, hours on end trying to figure it out. We hooked it up to my car, and then I went and even bought a brand new battery, and still. That about does it for me. And just when I was about to give up, this happened.
So, we just got under here. I had a little pout in my office by myself and did a little research and went into overdrive, and hopefully we figured out a solution now.
Here I'm basically rambling on about what I think the solution is, but long story short, we removed the serpentine belt to see if it was a mechanical strain. It ended up turning freely once the serpentine belt was off. We found a seized pulley on the alternator. That explains why it was so difficult to turn over, and no matter how much battery power we had, it still couldn't push past that seized pulley. Before even getting the new alternator in there, once the belts are removed, we can go ahead and try to start it and see if this is really the fix or not.
Come on, baby. Work with me here. Guys, don't give up. Live with your hopes and dreams high. When you fail, persevere and get up once again. Keep going, be strong, be smart, be cool, and work hard. And all of your wildest dreams will come true. You too can have a running and driving 2011 Mazda 3. Okay, let's go. Let's get this alternator off and get this thing back on the road. Here we go. So that's the 3 bolts right there. There it goes. Come to Papa. There it is. There's our seized alternator. Let's go ahead and pick up the new one. We got the new unit ready to go in. So let's go ahead and get this thing up in here. There's the 2 old belts, and here's the 2 new ones. This can just go just like this. So that's ready to go. Let's try zip ties. Serpentine belt, it's gotta get on. 2 plugs in, and this car is fixed and ready to get cleaned up and back on the road. Woo! Here we go, maiden voyage. Oh, and she's moving. Wow. Car is running and driving, feels amazing, super excited. And just like that, guys, she's off the lift, ready to go. Wow. That was a lot of work. Way more than I thought it was gonna be.
Now let's reassemble the interior, get this thing cleaned up, and hopefully we don't run into any more issues.
Oh, almost we got this.
The piece de resistance.
Now it is good to go. Woo! Oh, oh my. So we just wrapped up the Mazda 3. The car is ready for the road. I hope you guys took some tips and tricks, anything from this, whether it was the diagnostics, the cleaning process, using ChatGPT, or even inspo to just get working on your car, or go on Facebook Marketplace, look for the deals, fix them up, sell them, drive them for yourself, give them to someone that needs it. Whatever it was, leave a comment down below if you liked it, what you took away from it. Remember to jump into the current giveaway that we have going right now. Like, subscribe, comment. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys in the next one.